How's it going, guys? Yomitosh here, and macOS Mojave is out, and this is just going to be like a first look at macOS Mojave. So there's tons of great stuff that was introduced during the WWDC event, and macOS Mojave, which is in the developer beta right now. So yeah, let's take a quick look. So I'll just start off here with the wallpaper. The wallpaper is the new dynamic wallpaper that changes time of day depending on the time of day. So if you look in the left corner, I currently have my window in the corner, so it's almost sunset, and you can see that this side of the wallpaper is pretty dark and this side is pretty bright. So as the day gets even darker, this is going to be a really dark look. I'm pretty sure you've seen the dark look on the internet already, but it looks really good. I will try to have a picture up when it gets dark so you can see it. I'll probably put it somewhere on the screen. Well, yeah, another thing macOS Mojave has introduced is this new recent bit on the dock right here. So all your recent apps just stay there so you can easily pick them out when you need them, and that's really cool. And we'll just move over to the Finder, and this is another big one. We've got dark mode in macOS. So this is pretty much what dark mode looks like, and you've now got this info pane in the right corner right here, and this is the new gallery mode of like viewing your files, which is also pretty nice, so you can just like scroll through your files down here. But yeah, this is just the picture of the stick, and you can easily rotate it right from the quick info pane right here, which gives you metadata about camera pictures if you shot this using a camera. I just screenshot this, so I think I took it off the internet. But yeah, you can rotate pictures right on the fly from here. And with the new quick look, so I'm just going to quick look this picture, you can now mark up things right from quick look. So I'll just get like a pen and draw like a circle around the stick. I don't know, right, the stick. Yeah, so this is pretty handy when you need to do stuff really quickly. There's also the feature where you can like get a picture from your iPhone and just send it to your Mac straight away without it having to like do AirDrop or anything. You just like click on connect to iPhone camera. Yeah, that's another cool feature on macOS Mojave. And of course the dark mode, almost everything is now in dark mode. I'm just going to open system settings. Let me open it on the other desktop, and yeah, so I'm just going to open system preferences, and yeah, you've got dark mode here as well, which is pretty cool. I'll soon get to the new apps on macOS Mojave, but I believe you also have more accent colors here, and this is where you switch from light mode to dark mode. I really don't think I'm going to be going to light mode anytime soon. I chose dark mode right from the start of macOS Mojave, and it just looks pretty neat, pretty refreshing. And let's move over to the new application. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the App Store, and the App Store looks beautiful in this dark mode as well. It looks very simplified, going on that same like esque of the iOS App Store, the new iOS App Store. So everything is bold, kind of like looking playish. And for some reason I still have like a little bit of delay when I click on buttons sometimes, but it's still in beta, so I shouldn't be too harsh on this. And it's actually been pretty good. I've had like one Finder crash, but that's about it. But yeah, this is a new redesigned App Store with the discover, create, work, play, develop categories and the extra categories as well. So you actually have like things arranged in order in which you want them. So like play, you see all the macOS games right there on the App Store, which is pretty handy. And we'll just move over to another app, so like the Photos app. But before I do that, I just want to show you what this looks like right now. Close all those. And yeah, so when you hit like applications like this, basically you see this like the dark mode introduces this like halo around them, so it looks pretty neat actually. It looks like Tron, like that Tron Legacy vibe kind of thing. So you have like this halo at the corners that goes around it, and then a slightly different color in the middle. It looks really neat. I'm just going to show you the one for the activity monitor right here. And yeah, so this is, I'll just go to memories right now. So you can see the same halo like effect that you see in like the storage area, and it also did give me more storage, so that's good. And it seems to handle application memory pretty well, because I usually max out my 8 gigs of RAM. It really isn't enough for me. We'll just go over to the news app, which Apple has finally introduced to and yeah, that's the dark mode notifications, which is pretty cool. I'm just gonna slide that away. So yeah, so this is the news app, and I was always wondering why Apple never introduced the news app in the first place for macOS, because when you get the mail on the when you get the like news mail, you can't open it on your laptop. You have to go into your phone to open it. But now you do have the news app, and it's very simplified. It looks really clean. It looks kind of like iOS as well. So big buttons, big icons, bold, really nice. And Apple Books as well, so no longer iBooks, now Apple Books. It also gets the dark mode treatment as pretty much all the apps now, and it's, I guess the App Store still looks the same, to be honest, but you now have like different ways of arranging your books, so it puts them in nicely arranged categories. And yeah, it's really neat. Nothing so special from there. But let's move over to photos, and photos has gotten the new dark mode as well. So you can also do some new editing on pictures. So it's kind of like just improving on what was there before. You can also do editing on live photos now, so you can add like effects to live photos. But this is something we got with the introduction of High Sierra, and I think they've like improved a bit on it, so you get more customization and more editing, more pro skills basically. And as you can see, this is probably a bug. It's supposed to say done in there, but done is not in there right now. Yeah, it kind of like hides when I click on it. But yeah, that's, oh, I just saw something new. Okay, the crop is up there. Okay, this is not new, my bad. And yeah, that's the photos app. So this is the new voice memos app, and it also takes on from like the whole iOS looking aesthetics. So big bold icons and this down here. And I'm not going to click the red button because I just realized it paused my recording the previous time. And another app that was introduced to macOS Mojave is the new home app. So I currently don't have any automated devices in my home, but this is very handy, as you don't have to like go to your iPhone or your iPad to do like home automation or stuff related to that again. So that's pretty cool. So let's take a look at some of the new dark mode apps that look awesome. So this is a calendar, and the colors on the calendar just make it pop, because everything is dark, so you have this contrast to everything. So it looks really neat. And Safari also has taken that treatment as well, so it's got the dark mode and it looks really neat as well. And this ties in very well with YouTube's dark mode. So I'm just going to open the YouTube page here, and it just looks completely dark. You could be in like your room and turn off all the lights, and just like, or in Netflix in fact, you can just turn off all the lights and just enjoy the movie like mode on your Mac. It's really cool. So you got white on black text up here. Looks really neat. And lastly, we'll just talk about the new arrangement of icons on your desktop. And to be honest, I really get annoyed when I have to like keep arranging my desktop icons, because I take screenshots on my Mac and they just go right to the desktop, and when I take too many, I don't really have the time to organize them. I tried occasionally to like put like different folders for different screenshots, but it didn't really work out. But Stacks just makes it really easy. Anything you drop onto your desktop basically just flies into those categories over there. And I'm just going to show you, you right click on your desktop and you click on group by stacks. So I'm just going to click none, and you can see how disorganized my desktop is. But going back to stacks, and then you click by kind, everything just flies into their respective locations. And so far macOS Mojave has been good. It still has bugs, and I still get like error crash logs occasionally, but it's been fine so far. The performance seems decent. I haven't noticed any performance like degradation, But yeah, that's my first look at macOS Mojave, and Yomitosh here signing out. Peace.